You obviously are more of a moderate, and you've never owned a firearm before, correct?
Nope, never.
Now, it seems like your opinion has changed in that you wouldn't
yes.
like... Okay, first off,
Yes, it
explain
has.
to me, and welcome Tim Pool's audience, explain to me when your flash of genius was, when that moment was that you wanted to get a firearm.
It wasn't a flash of genius. It was a couple of years ago. I was still very much like, I respect people's right to own firearms, but I think there's some reasonable arguments for control measures. And then someone messaged me on my YouTube channel saying, if we can have reasonable controls on the Second Amendment, then I want controls on your First Amendment. And I immediately was like, that's actually a really great argument. I concede. So while I think, there have been issues in big cities and stuff.
That's a very odd white flag. I concede.
I guess you're
he was
right.
probably ready at there, like with his beer, and he had his vape, and he's like, all right, I'm going to war with Tim Pool. You're like, you're right. And he's like, oh.
Now what do I do? Yeah.
What am I going to do with my night
I got
now?
like the whole night left.
Can I go barge a police perimeter?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a fair point.
It's logic. It's me saying, honestly, I haven't had real sit-down conversations with people who were talking about how this functions, and there was a gap in my sight, but I still didn't buy one. When COVID started escalating, actually, no, I'm sorry, I got to walk this back. It was when the pedophile showed up to my house at 4 a.m. and tried breaking in, when the police instructed me to go buy a gun.
Right.
In a manner of speaking, they said, if it were me, I'd open the door with a shotgun. So I tried going through the hoops.
I like
and
those
it was,
cops.
Yeah. Good cops.
Yeah.
Dude, it's tough. It's tough in New Jersey to get a gun.
Well, that's what we were talking about. So let people know, because listen, you're in New Jersey, and obviously, Manhattan itself was like a war zone for several days, and some of the protests have been peaceful, where it's only a couple hundred people in smaller areas where they march. But obviously, New Jersey can turn on a dime. So you were telling me it's hard to buy a gun. Can you tell me exactly what it is? First off, there are no firearms to find right now. They're picked clean.
Right.
But what the process would be like there, for example, like for a handgun.
So the first thing I did was I called some administration. I can't remember. They said, go to the police department. I go to the police department. They gave me conflicting instructions, told me to fill out a form, then go online. The website didn't exist.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
It's like the DMV with exit wounds.
Yeah.
Yep. So they told me I would have to fill out write an essay. I'm not kidding. They said I have to write an essay explaining why I need one. And,
What?
I'm not kidding. It's totally serious.
Oh my.
So at that point, I was just like, this is nuts. I got to move out of the state or something, because they've given me no clear instructions. They couldn't tell me what I was supposed to do, where I was supposed to go. So more recently with COVID and everyone rushing to the stores, I started looking into it again, but didn't get serious until the full-blown riots nationwide. And that's when I was like, I'm going to actually spend the time and do the hard digging. And I found some path towards getting a gun in New Jersey.
Right.
That had me fill out a form with a bunch of numbers. I didn't know what they meant. It told me to find case compliant numbers, which weren't included in anything. No instructions at all.
Right.
And I really do believe they try to make it as hard as possible for a regular person who's never bought a gun before to go through the hoops of actually buying one.
Yeah.
Right.
Finally, I got to the point where I could fill out the federal ID or whatever, went and dealt with fingerprinting and things like that, and it's...
And it
now I
was
have no idea
during
what's
this.
happening.
It was during this in-between period that you were raped, correct?
By a very large evil monster came out of my closet.
Yes.
No.
Named Don Lemon.
You gotta hate those, man.
So first off, a couple of things, because I understand. I know that you have some compound bows, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's kind of what you're using right now.
I got a bunch. Oh no! I got.
Whoa, hey. Regular
Having
green
more
arrow.
doesn't help. You still have to string
Choose
it.
one at a time, yeah.
I got like 4 compound bows, 4 recurves, 2 Hungarian traditionals.
This is Robin.
And this is more because it's fun. We weren't thinking that we were going to be like ninja warriors with bows or whatever.
No. Good.
We're actually like, we want to go range shooting and have a good time. And,
Sure.
just have fun.
No, I agree.
We actually want to get guns for security.
Yeah. No, sticking a broadhead in a looter can be a good time fun for the whole family. Well, let me explain something to you. So we talked about this earlier today. I want everyone to know, full disclosure, I talked about it with Tim, and my heart went out to him, because I come from a place in Canada where you can't protect your stuff. It's rely on the government. And then, we're going to disband the police force. So first off, a big thanks to obviously our sponsor, Walther, but they specialize in handguns. And I want to thank Sig Sauer, who they're actually sending us, since we can't find any here, a whole lot of SIG 365 V Crown, their jacketed hollow points, because we only have some range ammo, and even then we're almost out in 9mm. Yeah. And here's the thing.
It's been out for a while.
We obviously wanted to send our sponsor, Walther, but I don't even know if they have anything compliant with New Jersey, and handguns are a lot harder to get in New Jersey. Long guns are a little bit different. So we will be sending you, now courtesy of SIG, I have to say this legally, but we will be the ones sending you, actually, a brand new SIG Sauer M400 Tread. It's a sporting semi-auto rifle in the AR-15 family or platform. Again, it's from me, compliments of SIG, because we told them about your scenario. They're actually we're going to send it directly to your FFL, and they will immediately make the adjustments needed to make it New Jersey compliant, which typically means shittier. But we understand that you getting it is better than nothing. And when we're done with this hit, we'll probably talk tomorrow, and we'll expedite that to you because I know how hard it is.
Thanks, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
It won't fire. Yeah. But you can use it as a club or something.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
No, actually, I'm kind of mad because I want one of these.
Yeah, I know. Right. I want one.
Can I use it?